Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed and welcome back to Protective Clothing. There's two things I need to clarify before we start this video. Number one, it is said that the fifth newspaper is only accessible if you can get to the other side of these trash bins. But obviously, as you can see, there's no way of getting there. So how can you actually complete the game if you cannot actually access the area in which you need to go to? And also number two, people keep saying to me that I need to acquire the third newspaper. I have the third newspaper, so I'm not sure what everybody was going on about, but I'm pretty sure you might need to read it when you're within this scenario that may lead to a bad ending, which is no good. Miss Tom? Hey there. Actually, about what I said before, I realised that you either lied or didn't tell me the whole story, right? No worries, I'm all ears anyhow. The truth is, obviously you would get swept by the hazmat man.
Hey.
Elizabeth! Press Z to stop, Tom.
Hey.
I said stop, you break. Wow, it's hot. Fire. No. I bet that's locked. Ugh. I have to do something. Numerous evidence inside the house suggests both Mr. and Mrs. Doe's have been seriously engaged in some manner of occultism, soul entrapment, stuff like that. So what you're trying to tell me is that newspaper 3 doesn't do anything. Nowhere to run. Nah, I think we need to stop Tom there when the indicator popped up. What's going to happen, folks, is I'm going to completely spam... Okay, stop. Apparently that managed to stop it. By constantly spamming Z and enter, that's a trap. So I should just leave her to die like that? The hell am I thinking? But it is a trap. Damn it, you blank. Why are you such a coward? God damn it. Why do we trap ourselves in there and then just started bashing the door? Oh. Well, that's no good. That bit of red there does not look good. Calm down, Tom. What do you mean calm down? What on earth did you just do to oneself? She may still be alright. Snap out of it. She needs me right now. I have to move now. Well, with that kind of head trauma, how are you supposed to move? Obviously not that. And when we go into our inventory, yikes. Definitely some head injury right there, if I must say so myself, but we have the key required to get in here. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, so why were we temporarily unable to move there? An air vent about 30 centimeters above the ground. Can't be opened. Okay, so we can't fall to our demise if we want to. That's good news. But what on earth is this inside here? What is the purpose of this room? Apparently nothing, really. Searched everywhere? Not really, but... Searching everywhere. Many pens and notepads. Floor 2, room 3. Wasn't that one of the rooms that we've already been in? Let's look at our floor plan. Ah, it's the one we have not been in. Okie dokie. It's the one where the hazmat suit guy locked up. Absolutely sublime. What kind of voice would do that to us anyways? And how the hell would that voice break out? A future Tom told herself that that was the case. So the hazmat suit guy hid in here. Okay. Nothing seems out of the ordinary so far, apart from those air vents. That's probably how they travel around the place. This is... yeah, that's how the hazmat people are able to travel to and from the factory and stuff. They use these air vents to get to and from. Well, we're here now. But which way do we go? I've been recording so far for about 30 minutes. And looking at the amount of time that there is on the video so far, you can guess how long it takes to get back to this point. So you can kind of see on why I take so much time in between episodes, because the game does not motivate you to do well. Oh, we're here. This air vent. So, it's connected to this room, huh? Gee. There's a note there. Unless we're the monster. First, I apologize for suspecting both of you. Tom. Liesel. Now I'm sure there's really someone else here. Before the bridge exploded, I saw that blank by the window of this building, pressing some kind of button. But enough of that, listen to me. I'm going to kill the scum who dared kill my sister. Both of you just go and find your way out. What are you talking about, Ken? Oh. Gosh, I'm the one who's going to kill that scum, not you. Not you, Hosiery. Do you think tearing up the paper was wise? Calm down, Tom. Right now, you need to look for them. And we can't go back in that room. Okie dokie, so it looks like we're alone again. I have to find her, and fast. So where on earth in this entire facility could we find her? She has a hammer on her, but that doesn't mean to say that the hazmat suit guy has confiscated the hammer from her. Then there's this exit as well, which we dare touch. Blocking the path. Even though we have power, we're still not able to press it. Okie dokie, because that makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense, okay, dokies. Sorry, my way across. Aside from the last episode, no reason to go down there. Aside from the last episode where things did go well, this particular episode, not so good so far. Not so good in the slightest. Both events and trying to be perseverant and... Beric is gone. And that was after Ken's notes, so that's definitely suspect, don't you think? It's gone. Beric's corpse is gone. No. No way. Was that hazmat's doing? What is that psycho playing now? No idea. But there's blood on the floor. This is a cardboard box that was covering Birik's head back then. Oh. His head's still in there, isn't it? Ow. This damn box. It's so heavy. And if there's something weighing it down... Forget it for now. I need to find them first. This means even if I pulled the arrow out back then, I still wouldn't be able to lift the box up. So the weight of the box would surely kill him. Damn it, I can't understand a thing, can I? Just forget it for now, Tom. You need to find light... Oh, for goodness sake. I keep calling her Liesel because when you say Lee, it's L-E rather than Liesel, like you would say weasel. The English language is so great because you would say the same... Well, we put down the same words, but pronounce them differently according to individualistic conveniences. Thank you very much for those who invented the English language, or helped contribute towards the invention of it. It's locked. Great. Where else can we go that's not going to trap us in an infinite cycle? Oh boy. But there was the other path as well up the vent. Oh right, I forgot. This was the room where I found the key to go into the other room. Me bad. So Ken wants us to flee the scene. Also, remember that room where Birik was murdered in? See how similar the door was knocked down? It's almost as if it was done by the same person, and Ken definitely did break down that door. Tom, why aren't you going through there? Factory then. We need to find a means from the factory. Don't think it's going to work anymore. But seriously, Tom, I know you bashed your head in and everything, but how did it end up that badly? Will you blame yourself that badly because of what happened? No. It's the hazmat suit guy that was to blame, obviously. Not your fault. Not Birik's fault. Obviously, you can't blame Birik because he's, well, you know what. You can't blame Guy because Guy is the same way as Birik. Ken, you could possibly blame because he doesn't really spill all the information. And Liesel you could also kind of blame because she's been keeping information from us. So those two are definitely, without a question or shadow of doubt, two very suspect people throughout all of this. Obviously going through that door means nothing, so... Where can we go in this game? A door sealed with cement. Great. How comes we can come here but not the other place? It's almost as if there is something else going on here which we don't know about. We can't go down to the basement because Tom is like, no, we can't go there. We can't go through the locked door where Liesel went through. So the only other place I can think of is the air duct in which we came to initially get to the second floor in the first place. Like, that's the only other place I can think of where the story can advance. If not, then there is going to be a monitor broken. Just kidding, but this game has really, really, really driven me up a wall. Because there are impossible to find newspapers in which people can find in spots which you can't actually get to. Then there's the puzzles themselves which don't really make any sense and makes as much sense as my grammar sometimes. Just all in all, as a product that you pay for to play, it really does not stand up. Okay, so we can go through here, which is quite reassuring. Okay, that doesn't really help though. We've been here before. There's nowhere else to go. I don't know what to do, folks. And I've literally just driven myself over the edge so many times with this game, given it enough patience as it is, but I don't know how people have been able to complete this game, which in my experience of the game itself, it is completely rubbish. It is completely rubbish, just like the trash bags that have been littered throughout this place. I've been and checked on absolutely everything that I can access in this game, and it is impossible to progress. Like, there is nothing you can do after this point that allows you to complete the game. How was this game even put onto Steam if you cannot complete it? Like, how did the translators able to go into the parts of the game which are impossible to get to if the game itself is broken beyond repair? This game's been out for a few months now, and the bugs in the game have still not been implemented. Like, for example, you can't go back into this room to be able to go through the second route of the air ducts. Reason why? Because the developers want you to go through an endless cycle of pain. Another criticism I have for this game, which I've been saying throughout it, are the save mechanics. You cannot save inconvenient requirements. You can only save when the game wants you to save or allows you to save. With those benches downstairs, for example, you cannot save at them when you really need to. Like, for example, before going into this scene, floor 2, you can't go down the stairs because it'll be like, well, we've got to check out of that room first. But no, Liesel is taken away by that hazmat suit guy, which means we can't actually do that. I feel like I've just been complaining throughout most of the videos throughout this series, but this game, in its state, is an F-tier game. It is broken beyond repair, it is impossible to complete, there are too many bugs in the game, and most of them are down to events which do not work. So you can complain to me otherwise where, oh, you haven't checked this out, or you haven't checked that out, you haven't read this, you haven't read that, you haven't collected this newspaper, you haven't collected that newspaper. I've given this game enough time to, what I can say is, a thorough review of its entirety. And this is the entirety because you cannot simply go through. The other parts of the game, which I've mentioned beforehand, are impossible to get to. But I would like to thank the translators for giving me the opportunity to play this game without using any money to purchase it. I am gratefully appreciated of that. But what I'm not appreciated of is the consistency of the game breaking mechanics which prevent you from accessing oh goodness sakes, I'm so mad at the moment. I cannot comprehend the amount of stuff that's within this game that drives you insane. Number one, the darkness. Like, you can't find most of the things in this game which are important because it is too dark to see them. Number two, the save mechanics are broken. Broken as in you can't use them in an efficient manner. What was the problem of having a save by just clicking through here? Why is... oh goodness sakes. When you've been playing games for enough time and you get used to a certain formula, when somebody innovates for innovation's sake but doesn't actually ponder down and say, is this innovative or is this just a means to hinder the player, and not add any kind of innovation at all, then is it actually innovation in itself? Try to innovate, but at the same time you broke the game. And in this sense, you broke the experience and the fun for the player. So for those who keep saying that the third newspaper is important, A, it's not important, and B, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not in the mindset to continue playing this game. Just like Nightmare of Mulaney, that has a translation error in it in which both A, the puzzles in it are incomplete and bugged, and B, the puzzles themselves can only be solved if you can solve the game if you are native to the game's the game's initial language of when it came out. So I think it was Chinese. But anyway, it's back to protective clothing. I like the premises of where the game is, within an abandoned factory which has been overrun by these hazmat people, in which we have taken in several captives, prisoners, entertainment, playthings, however you want to call it. I like the premises of the game. I like the story of the game. I like how things have evolved over time. But the game itself is broken. And that, folks, is where I'm going to leave things off. And there are other things, like times where I try to access like the floor plans, and it does that, where it instantaneously goes out of it, but I'm not even pressing anything to get out of it. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been recording for about 50 minutes now. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but I'm expecting people to not react well to this. Mainly because people think that I'm a perfectionist, and I know everything before going into the game itself, which is not true. If I was a perfectionist and if I was given all the information to be able to go through a game, then I would just simply go through it in one video and have no problems with it at all. But I like going in blind. It's very, very nice to go into a game where you have no idea what's going to happen, where you have to solve the puzzles yourself, and stuff like that. So thank you all so much for watching. This is the final time I'm going to be playing Protective Clothing, unless there is a major update which fixes all of the major breaking bugs in the game. Major game breaking bugs in the game. But thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.